What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a song by the band Coven. The name of the song is Enchantress. I actually did a reaction to one of their songs like a few months ago called Frost, and I thought it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And so, yeah, they have a new song came out a few weeks ago, I believe, Enchantress. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Without further ado, let's just give it a listen. Rangers, go. Wow, that piano section at the end was awesome. What a way to end the song. I just like a perfect way to end this song, in keeping with the vibe. And that was just awesome. Just really, really, really cool way to end the song. This song, it's got that sound that's like really right down my alley, where it's a bit dark, a bit ominous, but there's a hint of like whimsy in there as well, which is fun. I just love that sort of combination between this kind of dark, almost scary sort of atmosphere, but then there's like a touch of like whimsy in there, and that it just adds like a whole new element to that darkness. There's almost like a playful aspect to it, which can be even more frightening, to be honest, than something that's just pure darkness. But when there's that like playful aspect to it as well, there's that unpredictability to it almost, and I just thought that was captured really, really well here in this song. It's kind of a slow burn. It takes a little while to really kind of ramp up, but it suits the vibe of the song. It almost builds up that anticipation, but almost like hesitant anticipation because of the dark sort of vibes to it. So it does take a little while to like I said, ramp up before you kind of get to that first spot where the guitars come in a bit heavy, and it just takes a little while. But I think it works, because again, it's in line with what I think the song is going for. And even though it's a slow burn, like a slow sort of build up, it's still enticing. I still was kind of drawn in, and the vocals are just phenomenal. She has such a great voice, and just a really great way of delivering the lines, and keeping with the vibe. And it just even the way she delivers the lines, it almost has like a what's the way I'm trying to say this? If any of y'all have been to like Disney World or whatnot, and the Haunted Mansion ride, where there's that one scene you go and you kind of see like the ballroom or like dining room. There's like the table, but then there's like the ballroom section over there, and the kind of eerie but like playful kind of music is playing, and you see the ghosts. They're all kind of like dancing. They're kind of swirling around, and that's the kind of vibe I get. Like the music, the vocals just have this way of moving through the song, and it kind of has that sort of rhythmic, almost dancing or swaying sort of vibe to it, and it kind of like dances you through the song, sort of through the vocals. And I just thought that was really neat, the way that the vocals were designed in the song. It just has this nice kind of wave like motion that was really neat. She just has such a great voice, really great voice. I love that spot there during the bridge where she's just kind of really, singing, not like lyrics or anything, but just like notes, and it was just wondrous. I really loved that spot. But yeah, her vocals are just phenomenal, and just the song itself, it has a really, really cool vibe, and a lot of really cool elements. So, yeah, you have the verses and stuff, that kind of slow build, which is nice, but then you kind of get to the spots where the music becomes a bit more like bombastic is a bit too extreme of a word, I think, but you all know what I mean, where it just ramps up a bit, and things get a little bit more grandiose there. With again the heavy sort of guitar riffs, which I really enjoyed. The drum work I thought was also really excellent in this song, because even during like the slow build section, it's like the drum rhythm pace kind of like picks up gradually as it goes, and it kind of keeps injecting sort of new life or new energy into the song, just with the drum beats themselves. So yeah, I thought the drum work was really great. Also, there were some nice fills, and it kind of helps signal certain spots when things were going to kind of hit a little bit, because this is another thing I thought was really interesting about the song, and it took me a little while to really come to grips with it, but I think it was definitely intentional for the vibe of the song. It's almost like, especially in certain spots, like the verses in particular, I think a little bit there, like in maybe like the first chorus or so, but particularly in the verses is where I mainly noticed this. It was like the time signature or something was a bit different. It like it went to where it felt like this was the end of like a section, and it was going to kind of hit, and then kind of like the next section start. But there was almost like an additional like 2 beats or so on top of that it was just interesting. And that's why I think the drums helped play a good part too, because it helped kind of signify when these sections were kind of transitioning, if you will. So it felt like, it's like this spot or this riff should kind of end here, but it went like a little bit extra. And it kind of threw me off a little bit because it felt a bit unorthodox. But to me, and maybe I'm just imagining things, but like to me, it helped with the song, even though it kind of threw me off a bit. I think it kind of contributed to the song as far as the overall vibe because of its almost unpredictability. So you kind of have this darkness, this dark sort of vibe, but then you have like a touch of whimsy. But then in some of those riffs and musical like melodies, and just signatures or beats or rhythms, whatever, that unpredictability kind of contributed to the overall mood of the song. Like the song was not only dark and ominous and slightly whimsical, but it was also unpredictable. And it just created this interesting environment for the listener to be caught in. So it's like you're kind of like always on your toes, like you're not sure what's coming next or what's happening. So I think that was designed on purpose for that reason specifically, to just contribute to that overall kind of almost uneasy feeling for the listener. So yeah, while at first I was like, I wonder why they went this route. Why not just kind of cleanly have this melody end here and start the new one there? Why add these extra couple little notes or little bits like after that before going to the next section? It just feels a bit awkward, but ultimately I really think that contributed to that unpredictability or that uneasiness to the song. So it was really cool how they kind of wove that in there and kind of had it mean something beyond just, we can do this. It just felt like it contributed overall to the song. And so I really think that the structure of the song and like the arrangements and all that in general was just really well executed to just serve the ultimate kind of intention or goal of the song itself. So yeah, I mean, really enjoyed all that, especially there like in the chorus and stuff. You got a little bit of this, that's where that kind of whimsy came in, with a little bit of the symphonic elements in there that just, it was playful kind of, and when things were getting a bit more grand, it just was really, really cool. So yeah, I was just kind of engrossed in this song from the very beginning, and especially once it kind of picks up a bit, once you get through that like slow burn, slow build kind of aspect, and things kind of take off a bit more. Just really, really cool, really well done. Clearly there's a lot of care that is put into just the arrangements, the songwriting itself, and it shows. So yeah, I was just really, really engaged with this song, and those vocals are just absolutely phenomenal. And just the overall vibe of this song is kind of right down my alley. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And then ending it with that piano, just stellar. So Really, really talented band. I believe this is only their third single. Yeah, they're like their third song, and clearly just a lot of talent. I'm really looking forward to the future of this band. I'm hoping we have a full album coming soon. But yeah, it's definitely a band I'm going to keep my eye on, and looking forward to more music. So yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? Let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time. Ranger, out.